Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. How you doing today? Today is Wednesday, the 21st of September, 2022. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, you early birds. It is 2:22 a.m. right here in good old Henderson, Nevada. Good morning. Let's start this off with a blessing. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, give us, the collective, a blessing for this Wednesday, the 21st of September, 2022. Here we go. Look at this, guys. Look at this card. This is a blessing from your soul. You are a radiant being with many unique talents. Look with eyes of love and you will see this. Feel the creative power within you and the blessings pouring in as the healing light of your soul flows into every part of you. Namaste. Open yourselves to receive this blessing, guys. Open this up because this is telling you what you're all about, what you are capable of, that you are full of infinite possibilities. A blessing from your soul. You are a radiant being with many unique talents. Look with eyes of love and you will see this. Feel the creative power within you and the blessings pouring in as the healing light of your soul flows into every part of you. Namaste. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness. First thing I want to do is make a correction to my Monday's video. I read on Eric Holder, and I said that the Eric Holder that paid to have Nipsey Hussle killed was the AG Eric Holder. That was incorrect. The Eric Holder that killed Nipsey Hussle is Eric Holder Jr. There's no relation to the two. So it was not the AG Eric Holder that had Nipsey Hussle murdered. The name, Carol had the name right, the situation right. I said Eric Holder, the AG. This guy was not the AG. This guy is like 34 years old. So, names, guys, names. So, Eric Holder Jr. and Eric Holder, the AG, are not one and the same. Eric Holder Jr. is the one who was responsible for Nipsey Hussle's death. Okay, now I want to talk about the chaotic energy yesterday. Oh my gosh, guys. Yesterday was off the chart for almost everybody. It was chaotic energy. It was devastating on a lot of levels for a lot of us out here. Guys, we have to breathe through it. And I mean, there was loss. There was severe loss yesterday for lots of us in many aspects of our lives. This is part of the shedding, the changing of what we are going through right now. We are in chaos, in change. And guys, like I said, change is hard. Change is uncomfortable and change is inevitable. This is the time where we have got to literally put all of our energy into the faith in ourselves, in our universe, that we will get through this. It is time. Guys, things are about to get very, very uncomfortable for us. It is time to prepare. Physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Okay. My first question, guys. Oh my goodness. Ron, death sentence, messed up. He messed up, y'all. When he sent those migrants to Martha's Vineyard, When he sent them to, let's say this, Attorney Central, he sent them to a place where the per capita is off the chain. Most of us could not imagine the net worth of the people who live on Martha's Vineyard. And what comes with that net worth is what most of these people do, and that is be attorneys. And these people were not very agreeable to what death sentence did. There is a class action lawsuit against death sentence, and the question is, will this class action lawsuit bankrupt him? And but first, I'm gonna ask: is he going to try to use the legal system to get himself out of this? Is he going to try to cause hate and discontent to try to get away with this? Is he going to try to do something shifty to try to shift the blame of what he did? I already feel like he is going to, this was his plan. He already went on Fox News and bragged about what he did, guys. So it's already on record, it coming out of his own mouth, that this was his master plan. Guys, I feel like, yes, though, the people who drove the buses down to Texas, the people who lured them onto the airplanes, who put them up in the hotel rooms, they are all going to be charged as accomplices to kidnapping, to human trafficking. This is all going to come back to death sentence. This is all going to come back to him. But let's see what Terrell has to say. Terrell, will the migrants class action suit, will DeSantis try to get out of this class action lawsuit? Will DeSantis try to get out of this lawsuit? We'll ask this first. Yeah. And he's going to try to use Florida's government to try to do anything he can. Guys, and it already answered the second question, will it bankrupt him? Guys, this is going to hurt him worse than anything we could have imagined. I told y'all I did not know what was going to happen in the fall, but I said there was going to be magic that was going to stop all this stuff from happening. And guys, here it is. These people did it to themselves. They set themselves up for their own failure. This is what they did. Guys, this is why we have to be so happy that these people are not intelligent. Had they been intelligent, this would have turned out way differently. These people, they would have sent them to a place where they would have literally died or been arrested. What DeSantis did was he tied his own noose. He tied his own noose. Yeah, he's going to try to get out of it. He is going to throw up all kinds of obstruction. But it doesn't matter. It does not matter. There's enough people coming after him now that he's not going to be able to slip out of this. He messed up. He messed up, and he did it to himself. He has nobody to blame but himself. He thought he was being, he thought he was being sly. He thought he was owning the libs. That, you know, I'm the governor of Florida. He thinks he's the king of the doggone world. He is about to get his comeuppance, and it's going to hurt. It is going to hurt him. He is going to try to do everything in his power to stop this class action lawsuit from happening. Guys, he's going to lie. You are going to hear so many lies. He is going to try to shift the blame to everyone to try to save his own hide. When he got up on Fox News and said it in front of the whole world, everybody knows what he did. He did it to himself. His own big mouth. His own big mouth is going to be his undoing. All right. That was an excellent question. The next part, we're going to stay on old Ronnie boy. Old Ron of Florida. Will the DOJ indict him? But before I get to the DOJ, because they're slow. DOJ is slow. They are slow. So, and even if they are, we may not hear about it. But I'm gonna throw on Bexar County first. Bexar County, I want to know are they going to indict Desantis? Are they going to indict him in Texas? This is a state, not federal, guys. This is a state. Now, Abbott could probably pardon him because it's a state crime, but they could also throw him in jail. So let's see. Will Bexar County indict Desantis and his whole kidnapping crew in Texas? Will Desantis be forced to face charges in Bexar County, San Antonio, Texas? Here we go. Will Desantis and his cronies be indicted and face charges in Bexar County? Here we go. Oh, got the tower in reverse. Yes, guys, there's a whole story here. DeSantis is going to try to use everything at his disposal to try to grease the palms of people in Texas. He is going to all of his maggots, and even though he's not a him and 45 are the same, one and the same. He is still using the same base, QAnon and the maggots, to try to get what he wants to get done. And he's going to have his whole little army, his whole little posse trying to stand up and run interference for him. Next, below him, he's got the tower in reverse. Let me see what this says. Tower in reverse is this is distress, ruin, calamity, disgrace. In reverse, it is the same to a lesser degree. This is oppression, tyranny, and imprisonment. This is what he did to those migrants that he kidnapped and put them in hotels and didn't feed them with children, took them all the way to Florida and didn't feed them, then took them to freaking Martha's Vineyard and just dropped them off, hungry, with no place to go, at the change of the doggone from summer to fall. Luckily, it was still warm. Just imagine had it been snow on the ground. Just imagine the children who were in pajamas. Understand what he did, guys. What he did is going to be done to him. It is going to turn right around on him. Okay, this is will Bexar County file criminal charges against DeSantis and his crew. So there we got the tower. And here's our yes, guys. Yes, DeSantis' head is going to be on a pike. Yes, it is. They are going to dethrone this little monster. Yes, there. And he is going to be so upset about it. So upset about it. He is not going to understand. Well, golly, he was just trying to make a point. But he went to another state, kidnapped people from a border state. Florida is not a border state. You have to come across the ocean to get into Florida, not across land. It's not on a border with nobody. He went 3 states over, 4 states over, kidnapped people, chartered planes, put them on planes, flew them to Florida, lied to them, gave them false information, reboarded them on planes. So this is already 2 counts of kidnapping, because he kidnapped them in Texas and then he kidnapped them again in Florida. And then he abandoned them in Martha's Vineyard. Guys, this all is going to come back. Him, his whole posse, everybody that has something to do with this. They all gonna pay for this. They are all going to pay for this. Every one of them. It is coming back to him. This is our miracle. This is our fall miracle. This is what is going to take DeSantis out. Yes, it is. This is going to take him out. Both of him and 45 are going to have to run for president from freaking prison. Okay, my next question is from Beautiful Girl. Oh, no. I got to ask about the DOJ. Got to stay on death sentence. Is the DOJ... Come on, let's see if we can get triple jeopardy here. Will the DOJ, will the government file formal charges of him? Because we already know Abbott could pardon him in Texas. Yes, he could. Abbott could straight up just pardon him. Will the DOJ indict Desantis and crew on federal human trafficking and kidnapping charges? Will the federal government go after death sentence? Here we go. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Oh, this is going to be the end. This is the end for death sentence. This is going, not only will the lawsuits against him bankrupt him and leave him poor, guys, it's going to put his butt in prison. Now, let me see what the Eight of Swords inverted reads. This is the prison card, guys. So let's see what the 8 inverted reads. 8 inverted. Difficulty, accident, treachery, unforeseen fatality. Whoo! That is his final outcome. Unforeseen fatality. Oh my God. He may die, but I ain't got no death cards. I think this just may be the death of his political career. That's it. That's it. This is the end. This is it for him. He is going to lose in November. Guys, he's going to lose the governorship in November, and he is going to prison. This is going to destroy him. He will not be allowed to run for any other office, guys. And if he's gonna be in prison. He's gonna try to run for president from prison. Him and freaking 45 got the same plan. Here's our first yes. He's gonna get it. The DOJ is coming after him. There's one yes. Here's the Queen of Swords. This is them going with severity. Okay, here's our second yes. We get the Wheel of Fortune. Everything that he has done to harm others is coming back to him. This is karma. His is going to get served on a platter, and everybody in the world is going to be able to see it. This man wants to get away right now. He may be up there blustering and laughing. He is trembling. That boy is pooping his pants. He knows he fucked up. He knows he messed up, and he knows he ain't got no way out of this. The only thing that he's hoping right now is that the DOJ doesn't press charges on him, because he is absolutely depending on Abbott giving him a pardon, giving him a state pardon. Guys, this is a gift to us. This is a gift. This is taking him out. This is taking him out. And he did it to himself. Woo! He messed up. And he did it to himself. He took himself out of the game. Guys, thank heavens. Thank heavens. Thank heavens. All right, next question. From Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl wants to know about Alexei Navalny. This is the political, Vlad's political opponent in Russia. Vlad had him locked up. Vlad tried to kill him, had him poisoned. Alexei Navalny survived the poisoning. Then they put him in jail for supposed to be like 6 months. And he got to that point, and then they extended the charges. This is a police state. This is what happens when a dictator goes after their political enemies. Well, a dictator goes after people who threaten to take their power away. This is exactly what the United States is trying so hard to turn into. Now, let's ask this question. Alexei Navalny, please. Tarot, Spirit Guides, Universe, Ancestors. Please tell us all you can about Alexei Navalny. How is his health? What is the outcome of his situation? What will become of him? What is the fate of Alexei Navalny? Oh my goodness, guys. We're going to get news about Alexei Navalny. There is something going on. Guys, I feel as soon as Putin passes, Alexei Navalny might be freed from prison, but he's so sick. But there are people who are working to try to get him out. And these are people who are in the Russian government who are already making plans. But there's fighting against it because there's still a factor that wants Russia to remain the way that it is. This is infighting, though, guys. This is infighting. This is not fighting between the parties. So this can be overcome. Alexei Navalny, they want to break him out. They want to get him out so that he can fulfill his destiny before his time comes. We are going to hear of this as soon as Vlad passes. Guys, a lot of political prisoners will be set free. They're already talking about Alexei Navalny. Freeing him would be good for the state. It would bring unity. It would bring much needed unity and sanity to a population who has lost faith in everything. You have to understand what it must be like to live in Russia and the Ukraine right now. To be living in a time where it's like being in World War II. Us Americans cannot even fathom this. You don't understand the people in the Ukraine that are afraid to open their front door because there are bombs falling from the sky. We have never, not one day in our lives, dealt with that type of situation. And this is happening in our world in 2022. Please don't fool yourself into thinking that this cannot or will not happen right here in America. What the GOP is doing, what they are doing with the Supreme Court, everything that they are doing is to cause conflict between Americans. They want Americans shooting at each other. This is what they are gearing up for. The United States Supreme Court is about to shock the world. They are about to come out with the most heinous actions. Again, grand distractions to get everybody emotional, to get everybody fighting. They're going after all of the amendments, guys. All of them. All of them. They are trying to turn America into North Korea, to where there is a dictator, where the government tells you what to do, where everyone works for the government, where there is no autonomy, where if you try to express yourself freely, you can be beaten, kicked, jailed, killed. Understand, they are not just trying to silence you. They are trying to eliminate you. Okay. Now I'm going to read on our 4 female liberal Supreme Court justices. Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, or our 3, should I say, 3 Supreme Court justices that are liberal, and Ketanji Brown Jackson. I'm going to do a full 4-card throw on each of them. Dear Tarot, Universe, Spirit Guides, Creator, please, in 4 cards, give us an overview of these 3 women. Please tell us what you can about each of these women and what their agenda is on the Supreme Court. Here we go. First person, Sonia Sotomayor. The second pile is Elena Kagan, or Kagan. And the third is Ketanji Brown Jackson. Oh my goodness, guys. What is the agenda of the liberals on our court? Starting with Sonia Sotomayor. The first card she gets is Death in Reverse. Death in Reverse reads inertia, sleep, lethargy, and petrification. Okay? Her second card is the Star. The Star of Good Hope, but this is loss, theft, and abandon. Oh my goodness, guys. The first two cards are saying Sonia Sotomayor is so afraid of the theft of the Supreme Court. The next card she gets is the Queen of Wands inverted. And the Queen of Wands inverted reads, this is good, economical, obliging, also opposition, jealousy, defeat, and infidelity. But I think this is her opposition against what is going on. She is opposed to what is happening to the Supreme Court, but they are in the minority, the severe minority. They literally have no voice. And the last card she gets is the Chariot. Guys, she is petrified of what is becoming of the Supreme Court. And she understands that the only way that we are going to retain any semblance of sanity is that we are going to have to fight for it. We are going to have to pull this country from the brink of extremism. The next throw is on Elena Kagan. Elena, the first card she gets is the Ten of Wands. This is obstruction. She has been working tirelessly to push against the Republican agenda. Again, these three women are in the extreme minority. They were devastated with the Roe v. Wade overturn. They were devastated. There was shouting, there was cussing, there was screaming. And this is the thing that they know. They understand that the Supreme Court is being broken from the inside, from an outside agency, by people who are on the Supreme Court, who are doing the bidding of the Federalist Society. They are doing the bidding of the Federalist Society. Every Republican judge that is sitting on that court was approved through, came through, was the names came up from the Federalist Society. This is the entity that wants to control the United States, that wants to take it back to the 1600s. Okay, the second card for Elena Kagan, she gets the Devil. And the Devil is ravage, violence, force, fatality, that which is predestined, but not for this reason evil. This is all of the nastiness that is going on. These ladies have been doing all they can. Again, they are in the extreme minority. They have no voice at all. All they can do is voice and write their objections. That is what they have been reduced to. And that is exactly what Mitch McConnell planned to do. He has stacked his court. So, and we are about to see exactly what he stacked his court to do. The next card for Elena Kagan, she gets the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, this is the beating stick now. This is creation, invention, enterprise, birth, family. This is the beginning, okay? This is money, fortune, and inheritance. This is a beginning. So Elena Kagan is a stalwart for change, for the new beginning. Guys, the system will crumble. It will crumble. It will fall. But we have to have people in place to rebuild it. And these three ladies are going to be in place to rebuild it. Okay? The last card for Elena Kagan is the Hierophant. Okay? Now the Hierophant, this is my government card, but this is a marriage, alliance, seductive, mercy, and goodness. And this explains what Elena Kagan is, who she is. She is a good and kind and decent person who wants to work for the prosperity of this nation, not for the detriment of it. She wants to fight for America. She doesn't want to give it away to the despots. And lastly, we have Ketanji Brown Jackson. At the top of her reading, we get the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, this is the person holding the world in the palm of their hands. The Two of Wands is the weight of the world, riches, fortune. This is also suffering and disease. Her sitting on the court, she sees how broken our entire justice system is. And she did not believe that it was this broken until she got seated on the court. And now she sees the treachery firsthand. What is going on? What these people who call themselves Americans want to do to Americans for no other reason than control, to force people to obey. Her second card, she gets the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. This is gaiety, recreation, connectedness. This is news, written messages, obstacles, agitation, and trouble. Again, she did not want to believe when she got seated on the court that what she was being initiated into was a completely broken entity, that she was getting put into a vacuum. Her voice is being sucked away from her. Her power is being sucked away from her. But she's up for the fight. She will fight until the end. Weary or not, she will fight. The Nine of Wands reads, strength and opposition, delay, suspension, and adjournment. She is there for the fight. That's why she accepted the nomination. She is there for it. She is there for the fight. And she's going to fight till the end. And the last card she has is the Lovers. Guys, let me read you the Lovers. Where are you at, Lovers? Attraction, love, beauty. She wants to do good. She's a good person. She's always wanted to change the world. And that's where she is. And she's going to work with the other justices to try to do that. Okay? Thank you, beautiful girl. Thank you. Now we at least have a bearing on the liberal ladies of the Supreme Court. Excellent question. All right. My next question is from Danielle. Danielle wants to know, going back across the pond, guys. Here I told y'all this was just going to be dirty laundry, dirty laundry, dirty laundry. Oh, Charles and Camilla may have had an illegitimate child named Simon. Where am I at? Simon Durante Day. Okay, they gave him up for adoption. First part of the question, Danielle wants to know, and I already know that this child, this person, he's not a child. He's an elderly man already. Is Simon Durante Day the illegitimate child of Charles and Camilla Mountbatten? Here we get this star. We get this star. This is all tied up. This was a sealed adoption. Guys, they did everything they could to try to muddy the waters. This is my nah, yeah, nah card. But this is the Star of Good Hope. And in this aspect, yes, indeedy, Simon Durante Day is the illegitimate child of Charles and Camilla. They had all of his records sealed. The people who adopted him, who were friends of the family, were never supposed to divulge to him his parentage. They were never supposed to divulge to him his parentage. This is going to cause a huge fight, a huge rift. Nobody in the royal family wants to deal with this right now, because that's a whole bunch of questions that are going to need answering. And it's going to come back to why was Charles forced to marry Diana when he was not in love with her, did not want to be with her. He was forced into marriage with her, destroyed her life because of it, and still wound up with the woman he wanted to be with, a child that they gave up for adoption. All of this dirty, dirty, dirty laundry is about to be aired all over the UK. All these questions that people are going to want answers to. You know, because this is about character, guys. This is about character. And it's all going to come back to Diana. How they literally ran her out the country. And how she got murdered. Oh, guys, this is going to be a big scandal. This is going to be a huge scandal. But yes, Danielle, Simon Durante Day is most definitely their child. Yes, he is. He is the child of a prince, of a king. He is the son of a king. He is a deposed prince. Yes, he is. And guess what, guys? As soon as he can prove his genetic link to Charles, and that's the thing that they never wanted to come to light. The royals are not allowed to do DNA tests on their own. But guess what? Somebody has. Somebody has. Somebody did a 23andMe, or they did some type of a genetic test. And it is going to show beyond a shadow of a doubt that this child, this Simon Durante Day, is indeed related to the crown, is indeed the rightful first son, the rightful heir to the throne of England, unseating William as the firstborn son. As the firstborn. They tried to lock all this information away to where nobody would ever discover his lineage. It's all gonna come to light, guys. Every bit of it. There's a challenger to the throne already. Oh my goodness. Woo! I told y'all this stuff was gonna get good. Okay. Next question is from Ruth Hall. Ruth, and a lot of people are asking, they want to know, is Harry the biological son of Charles? Is Harry Charles's biological child? Everybody's trying to pretend that Harry ain't his kid, trying to say that a man that Diana met 3 years after having Harry is Harry's father, when she didn't even know him when Harry was born, just because this guy has red hair. These people are British. Britain, Ireland, and Scotland have the lock on red-headed people. It's in the genetics, okay? So all these people who are talking about red hair color, when you're talking about the freaking Isle of Wight, Scotland and Ireland being all connected to this little island. Come on, guys. Stop it. Come on. But let's ask Tara, is Prince Harry King Charles's biological son? Yep. And this is another one. They don't want to claim the ones that are really his. They want oh my goodness. Yes. Here's our answers. Here's our answers. We get the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, most definitely. Here's our second yes. Yes, he is. And guys, yeah, they did do a DNA test on him. I think they did a DNA test on all of them when they're babies to make sure that they are in the bloodline. If he wasn't, they would have already, they could have put, they could have took William, put Diana away with Harry and just exiled her from the country for having an affair on the king and having a child, having an affair on the crown prince and bringing embarrassment to the crown. They could have put her away. They know Harry is a Mountbatten. They've known that since he was born. He was tested at birth. They did genetic testing on him to make sure that he was in the bloodline. Yes, this is spite. This is spite what's going on. Yes, yes indeedy. Prince Harry is Prince Charles's biological child. Ain't no getting away from it. Ain't no getting away from it. They are trying to steal. They are trying to take away his everything that belongs to Harry. They are trying to eliminate him because Harry is threatening the throne with his black wife. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Okay, my next question is from Jasmine. President Biden, who just got over COVID, 3 weeks ago? Had it twice? Got up there and announced that the pandemic is over right at a time where the CDC is giving out more free boosters to protect from the next strain of Omicron. Interesting. Is the pandemic over, Tarot, universe creator? Please. Is this pandemic over? And tell us everything we need to know. Tell us everything we need to know. Guys, this is what the universe is saying. Then this is words. This is words. This is the pandemic. Yes, the pandemic. The pan part. This is now endemic. This is what this is now. COVID is now a part of our lives. So yes, what Joe Biden said is true. The pandemic, the ultra-infectious, rapidly spreading portion of this disease has passed. The pandemic is over. COVID is now endemic. We will live with this for the rest of our lives. It will get bad, and it will be not so bad. But it will be with us as like the common cold now. We now have a disease that is in our society that if you catch it, it can kill you or cause long-term adverse effects from it. Guys, this is the part of the story where it is up to you to protect yourself to the extent where you are comfortable. COVID is with us. You are going to need to be vaccinated every year from this virus because it will continue to mutate. This is a new part of our daily lives. COVID has gone from pandemic to endemic. That means it is now a part of our daily lives. Protect yourself accordingly. This does not mean that people cannot get COVID anymore. What Joe said basically is the pandemic is over. Not that that we are safe from COVID or that COVID has gone away. He did not say that. Do not read into him saying that. He said the pandemic is over. Not that COVID is over. It is now endemic. It is now going to be just as common as the flu or a common cold. But this is now the common cold that can literally kill you. Now let's see what Tarot has to say. Tarot, is the pandemic over? Look at every card, guys. Here's the final outcome. Final outcome is yes. Final outcome is yes. Took all 10 cards to get there. First card. There is still going to be sickness. People who have better resources are going to be healthier than people who don't. This is going to be around. It's going to come and go. It is going to be a part of our everyday life. People will die because of this. This is something that is going to weigh on us because we are going to have to live with this. This is going to be a part of our everyday life. We missed the opportunity to stop this in its tracks. Now, this is something that is going to be with us. The weight of the world. The weight of the world. This is now ours. We own it. COVID is now our baby. We nursed it. We made it strong and healthy. We made sure that it could keep mutating and mutating and mutating because we were too selfish, too self-centered to stay home and wear a mask in public. This is now our baby, guys. This is what we have contributed to the world. Okay. My next question is from Laura I. How will COVID be this winter? How will COVID be this winter? Are we going to have a rough winter with COVID? Universe, Creator, Spirit Guides, please tell me. Ancestors, speak through me freely. What is the winter forecast for COVID? What is the winter forecast? Coming into winter of 2023, what is the forecast for COVID 2019? Okay, guys, it looks like we're going to have some better news this winter for COVID. Again, the CDC is going to be yelling at you, screaming, please, 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 get vaxxed, get boosted. That is what is going to be, it's going to be everywhere, everywhere. Get vaxxed, get boosted. This winter will be better than the last 3. We will not have as much sickness, okay? So we did turn a corner somewhere. We turned a corner. There's the crossroads for that corner that we turned. Things are still, COVID is still with us, guys, and it will there will be times where it gets very bad, and there will be times where it's not so bad. Again, every one of us is charged with taking care of ourselves. You have to protect yourself to the level where you're comfortable. This is about you taking responsibility for your health and well-being. You must protect yourself to the level you feel comfortable. Okay? We have turned a corner, and we've done a lot in these last 4 years to try to defeat this. It is with us. It is with us, and it is still mutating. But, guys, it is now going to be a part of our world forever and ever. Amen. And we did it to ourselves. We did it to ourselves. So, guys, get vaxxed. If you're not vaxxed, get boosted. If you're not boosted, take this seriously. You can still be infected by it. You can still die from it. This can still alter your whole life if you get long COVID syndrome. Okay? And this is where you could stay sick, lethargic, no energy for years or forever. Nobody knows yet. Okay? This disease wreaks havoc on your internal system. It disrupts the natural order of our bodies. Protect yourself to the level that you are comfortable. Okay, guys, I told you this weather was going to be crazy. We got a freaking hurricane creeping up the East Coast. This is going to be devastating. Guys, order it now before they run out. If you are anywhere in the coast, even if you're inland, if you are anywhere where there is a weakness in your power grid, it is almost imminent that you are going to face a blackout. And this is going to be throughout the winter. So now we've made it through the summer. So thank goodness, okay? We're not worried right now about people dying because of heat. But now we have the flip side of that that's about to happen. Guys, it is time to prepare for the inevitable. Prepare yourself for this fall and this winter's weather. It is not going to be fun, and this ain't going to be no joke. Prepare. Wrap your pipes. Exposed pipes, wrap them. If you have stuff that could damage your pipes, move it. Clean up around your area. Fill, if you got burlap sacks and you know you're in a flood prone plain, fill up them sacks. It's time to get to work. You want to protect yourself? It is time to put stock into the things that you wish to protect. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Okay? This much preparedness. Get you a battery backup. Make sure that you have some type, at least a 5-gallon thing of water for drinking in case your water system gets corrupted because of a flood. At least 5 gallons of water. And that's not nearly enough. But at least that will keep you from having to drink contaminated water. Okay, guys? This is what the universe needs everyone to understand. We are in chaos. We are in change. We are in upheaval. From the ashes, the phoenix shall rise. But things have to collapse before they can be rebuilt. And guys, this is happening simultaneously. The collapse and the rebuilding is happening hand in hand. It is going to be trying. It is going to be rough. And it can be sometimes downright scary at times. But it is no time to be afraid. This is time to be your bravest self. To reach out and help those who you can help. To use all those blessings that you have been given for good. I love you. It's time. It is time for us to do what we came here to do. I love you. I love you. Guys, I need questions for Friday's live show. With all this stuff going on, I know y'all got some stuff you want to know. Whoever it's about, whatever it's about, go ahead and drop it in the comment section below this video, and I will ask them on Friday's live. Guys, I have availabilities for my for readings, and if you need a sachet for whatever type of problem or issue, or if you need luck, if you need to draw things to you, if you need to find things, if you just want to help yourself a little bit, guys, let me know what you would like a sachet. What kind of magic you would like in a sachet just for you. And I will craft that just for you. Alright, guys. Go to psychictanya9@gmail.com and I will answer all your questions there. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Bye-bye, guys.